Hello, Thayer. Hello, Thayer.
Hi, teacher Stephanie. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I
How
don't know
are
if
you
it's.
today?
I'm good, thank you, teacher. And you,
Good.
how are you today?
I'm good. I'm happy it's Friday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Teacher Stephanie, I think the chat box is not loud with me, so I will restart my connection and rejoin again because I think something wrong with my chat box. Okay?
Okay, I'll be here.
Okay. Teacher Stephanie, you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So,
Is it
how are you
is
today, teacher?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never taught on Verbling on a Friday, so this is my first Friday lesson.
Okay, that's cool. So, you don't like to teaching on Friday?
No, they don't assign them to me. These are kind of extra ones that I picked up. So I'm usually assigned Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesday. So
Yeah,
it should be
I
nice.
saw your classes.
Yeah. Yeah, but so it's fun when I teach on a new day.
Um, teacher,
Yes?
I'm sorry, teacher. You hear me because I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? I hear
No,
you.
it is. But okay, maybe my connection it is not good today. It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, it's okay.
I hope it's not mine like last week.
No, no, I don't
Okay.
think it is mine. I think.
Okay. It was slow for me starting. Starting the Hangout took longer than usual. So, um,
Yeah, that's
but
right.
yeah, I've closed down my other applications. So it should work, I hope.
Yeah, I think it's work because me too. When I want to join to any hangout class, I close everything because it is taken from my band or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, it really helps to close those other applications. And even then sometimes it seems like my computer maybe isn't powerful enough or something. But
Okay. So, so teacher, you using laptop or desktop? Which one you use it?
a laptop. Yep,
Okay. So you
it's
like
a
laptop?
I do. It's nice because I can take it with me. Of course,
Yes.
that's the
So
perk.
easy.
Yeah. I used to have when I used PCs, I used to have a desktop, and I did like
Mm.
having the desktop. It was nice to have a big screen, um, but just having to work on the go, it's much better for me to have a laptop.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When I be in house, I use desktop, but when I be at work, no, I took my laptop. But I prefer the desktop because the screen, as you said, is more big. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Me too, especially with a lot of the reading that I do on the computer. It can be a strain on my eyes. Also I watch a lot of TV and movies on my laptop, and
Okay,
it's
so cool. So
small.
teacher, you like movie? What is
Um,
the last movie you watched it?
I watched The Interview last
Oh
weekend.
my God. Yesterday I watched this. Okay.
Yeah,
You know, teacher, I yesterday watched this movie interview. Yeah, the interview.
yesterday
Yeah,
you did? Oh
I
wow.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was silly.
Yes, I just yesterday.
That's
I,
usually I don't watch movies often, but when I do, it's usually I want a break from thinking. I just want something silly and funny that I can laugh at. So, yeah. Um, are you still there? Okay.
Teacher, you hear me? I don't hear you.
I hear you now. It cut out for a
Okay,
little
yeah.
bit. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear
Okay.
you now. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I didn't hear anything. What did you said? Sorry, because the connection was broken.
I just said that when I watch movies, I really like to. When I want to watch a movie, it's because I want to stop thinking. So I really like kind of dumb comedies. I like to laugh and just turn my brain off and watch and laugh. Um,
Yeah, I think it's a good movie. And the interview. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to see it because I had read about all the drama around
Mhm.
it, around its release in the United States. Um, I after seeing it, it was kind of strange that it was such a big deal when it's really just a silly movie. But
Okay. So you like this kind of movie, teacher Stephanie?
yeah, when sometimes, not all the time. Usually, I prefer TV to movies. I don't know why, but with movies, a lot of times I fall asleep.
Okay.
So I prefer TV, but yeah, but I like to watch funny dumb movies. I like smart movies too, but I don't watch very many movies.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you? What kind of movies do you
Me,
like?
um, I like drama more than any. I don't like the action or something like that. I don't know why. All my friends like action, but I don't. Yes. Yeah. And when I watch movie, I told them I watch this movie. They don't watch it. They don't. They like something that is more action.
uh,
More movie. Yeah. For instance, before this movie, before 1 week, I watched a movie called Her. I don't know. You know it. Her. Okay, let me write
I
it.
haven't heard of it. Was
Yeah,
it
it is
good?
so good. Yes, it is. To me, of course, my opinion. I saw it is so good. Yeah, but
Cool.
it is sound a kind of weird to me when someone, the movie star, fell in love with operating system. I mean, with all its operating system.
Is that what
And
happened?
I find it is, yes, that's what happened. Yeah,
Strange.
yeah. So I find that it is weird or strange to fall in love with operating system. That's, I mean, there's a female talk with you in your operating system, and he fell in love with this voice. So I don't know. Yeah,
Weird.
you should see it. I like it. Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. That sounds very strange.
Yes.
And it was a drama, or was it like a romance, or both?
Uh, Drama and romantic, I think.
Cool.
Yeah. Well,
That
the voice for the voice it is for Scarlett. There's Scarlett, actress from United States, Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett, I don't remember her name.
Yes, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's very popular.
yeah, I know. I like her movies. So, by the way, teacher Stephanie, what is the actors you like it, or the actor you like it more than other?
Oh, oh, I
And
don't know if I have one. Um, Let me think. Oh, I'm really bad with actors and actresses.
okay, okay,
Well, one
okay.
that I really like, that I don't know that he's been in any movies recently, but Gael Garcia Bernal. Um, he's
American?
no, he's
Is he
Mexican.
American?
He's
Ah,
Mexican,
okay.
yeah, but he's been in like he was in the Motorcycle Diaries. Um, that was a long time ago.
Okay, okay.
But he's just a really good actor, um, and yeah, probably he's one of my favorites. Otherwise, like comedic actors, I like. I can't think of their names ever.
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
how about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I like. I don't know if you know her. It is some actress from United States called Natalie Portman.
Mm,
Natalie Portman.
yeah.
I,
What is she? Oh, she was in The Black
Black Swan
Swan.
and Claws. Yeah, and many movies actually. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like her.
I've
And
never.
Johnny Depp.
And
Okay, Johnny Depp.
oh yeah,
He is.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he is not originally from United States. I think he is from European country. I don't know.
Oh,
But he speak
he's very
American
good.
accent is very good. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, he's great. I don't know where he's from either, but he's really good. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. I like.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like his movies a lot. Though I haven't seen any of his recent movies.
yeah. He has a one and now in 1914. Yeah, I don't remember the title of his movie. Yeah,
Uh,
but he is one.
yeah, I just feel like he's a good actor. He goes beyond the typical male heartthrob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his accent it is a different teacher, Stephanie. I think I don't know where he's from exactly, but maybe he's from the north of United States. When I when I listen to him, I think he's speaking a different accent. I don't know. But by the way, we talk about accent. Yesterday, I was watching on YouTube some video about guy speak. He said there is a 20 accent just in New York. So he tried to speak a 20 accent just in New York. So it is so difficult to me.
Oh, that sounds like a cool video. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, there are a lot. I didn't know there were 20, but I'm not surprised. New York has just a huge number of accents, I guess, because all the immigration or all the
Yes.
people from all over living there.
But
That's
it is
cool.
20. I think it is too much, teacher.
That is a lot. That is a lot. I only knew I know of like the Brooklyn accent and the New Jersey accent. Um, but I wonder about the others. That must be
Yeah.
challenging with American English to have so many varieties.
But it is difficult to use sometimes, teacher, when you listen to any American accent, and sometimes you not understand it, or you no,
Um,
or it is okay.
Usually it's okay, but sometimes it is difficult. One of my roommates right now is actually from Texas, and she has a Texas accent. It's not very strong. What's more difficult is how quickly she talks.
Okay.
Sometimes she'll speak so quickly that it doesn't even sound like words to me.
Teacher,
So,
I post the link in chat box. You see it?
Oh, let
So
me
it is so
go. Oh, yeah, there it is.
yeah, he talked. It is 20 accent just in the New York. So it is what's that?
Oh, cool. I am going to watch that when I'm done teaching tonight. That looks cool. Whoops. Oh, cool. 5 minutes of New York accent. That looks really cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Welcome.
And let's welcome Anatoly and Eka, aka welcome.
Yes,
Hello,
hello.
thank you.
How are you doing tonight?
Fine,
Yes,
thank you.
yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. It's my favorite discussion people. All three of you are always make for the best discussion classes.
Thank you.
So glad you're here. Thayer and I were just chatting about movies. So any thoughts, you two? Any movies, good movies you've seen recently? Uh-oh.
It's not a recent film, but I like the film called Contact.
I've heard of it, but I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
Judy Foster appeared, and Carl Sagan wrote the original novel. Do you know Carl Sagan? He was a
He was,
astronomist.
yeah, astronomer,
Yeah.
yeah. So he wrote the novel.
Yeah. So kind of part of scientifically and part of the fantasy. His view of the universe or world.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a good movie.
Yeah,
Very good.
actually, after I watched the movie at the theater, I was overwhelmed. The plot and the image. The special effect is primitive at that time, but even though they describe outer space image very poetry or lyrically, it's beautiful, and plot is very interesting. Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to look into that, or at least read the book. I tend to read more than I watch movies. I was just saying to Thayer, I have a problem when I watch movies. I
Right.
often fall asleep.
I see. So, yeah, kind of some movies, for example, Contact and not Contact, 2001: Space Odyssey. I I I I watched the movie at the beginning, and I couldn't understand the full story. How can I say what happened, especially last 30 minutes. But after I read the novel, I understood what's happening on the space. Space. How can I say? Not space, no, kind of that man on the spaceship. So yeah, movie is visual, but novel, explain in more detail. So
Yeah.
maybe such complicated movie, reading novel and watching movie, we can enjoy both actually.
Yeah, that's
Because-
my favorite.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, cool.
So teacher, sorry. So teacher Stephen, so you prefer to read a book more than to watch a movie? Is that right?
Yes. I've always been a very avid reader. Books are just very exciting to me. I could spend 6 hours reading without rest.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, but I feel in movie there's a life more than a book. This is my opinion, of course. I don't know. Yeah, I read a books, but I prefer to movie more than books. I don't know. As I said, I feel there's a life in movie more than book.
I think it has to do a lot with kind of our main mode of interpreting the world. Like visual people will tend to enjoy movies more because visual things make more sense or are more exciting or more engaging. And I've never been a visual person.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. I like the visuality.
Yeah.
Like movie or there is a reality show TV. It is so good, and it is reflect the life. I don't know if you see it or not.
What's it called?
Called Catfish. I don't know if you heard about this. Let me write it to you.
I've heard of it, but I actually don't know what it's about. I've heard of it. I listen to a podcast pretty regularly,
Uh-huh.
and it was mentioned on that a few times.
I like this kind of TV program or something like that.
Cool. What is it? What is it about?
It is a different topics. For instance, if you meet someone online, not physical, and you want to know if that man or woman it is real, not fake. So there is a team. You can call them and to give them your information about this man or woman, and they investigation about it, and they tell you is it real or he is just lie or fake on you, because you know there's a lot of lies online. You know that. Yeah. So there is many story. It is so I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was something like that. Something about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that? I'm just sorry. I just noticed in the YouTube clip that it's Fred Armisen from Portlandia.
Yeah, I sent the link to you.
Yeah, the comedian doing the New York accents is the Portlandia star, Fred Armisen. I enjoy him quite a bit.
Yeah, he imitate about 20 accent just in New York.
I'm definitely going to watch that. He's one of my favorite comedians, probably.
Okay.
How about you, Anatoly? What are your thoughts on movies?
Okay, I have my own list of movies, my favorite movies in the imdb.com. You can see in my screen, and I put a link to the chat. It is Anatoly's list of movies.
Oh, cool.
And for example, Terminal, it is a movie which is interesting for, especially for people who are studying foreign languages, because in that plot he studied from zero during the time when Tom Hanks, his hero, stuck in airport. He can't exit from this airport. The next one, Across the Universe. It is a very good movie for people who are interested in Beatles, and I like this movie very much because they perform Beatles songs in modern performance. It sounds very cool, and I think it is maybe more for me. I like it more than original Beatles song.
Oh wow, cool.
The third is Young Victoria, about a history of Queen Victoria. It is a romantic movie. Costume drama, costume romance. The next King's Speech, also very useful for people who are trying to improve pronunciation, for example. Next, it is an old movie with young Tom Hanks. Next, you've got Mail. It is also a very good movie with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, very easy to watch. Next, I like play Andrew Hepburn in this movie, Roman Holiday, old movie. Next, Midnight in Paris, Woody Allen's movie. Next, we can find in YouTube. It is very big serial. The plot is a British teacher starts to teach foreigners, and it is for they have own habits and difficult in pronunciation, very distinguished from each nationality.
Yeah, you told me about this one before in a different lesson. I'm good. I'm glad I have a list now to help me remember. I wanted to watch that one.
Next, Love Actually with Hugh Grant, British actor. Next, it is old movie. It has a very high rating in this 8.7. It's Wonderful Life. It's a black and white movie. I started to watch this movie maybe not once, and after I understood the plot, I like this movie. Very good idea, Frank Capra. Next, Dead Poets Society. I compared your classes with about flash fiction with that society because
I liked that comparison a lot.
because in that movie, some few people, students, they started to read poems. And it's a very good movie with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Next, Grease. It is old movie, classic movie, and with John Travolta. It is very easy about young generation, and I found a very iconic songs in that movie. Next, Breakfast at Tiffany with Andrew Hamill. American Graffiti. It is a movie very maybe controversial, my opinion. I like this movie, but I met people who don't like this movie because this movie doesn't have a plot, definite plot. But I like this movie for the atmosphere of when some young people after graduation spent one night in different places, just about one night without plot.
Cool.
The next, Notebook, romantic drama. Next, also for lovers of Beatles, Nowhere Boy, about John Lennon, young John Lennon. I found it's very interesting. The next, Grand Budapest Hotel, who was now nominated for the Oscar. Next, Mystery Train, about it is Jim Jarmusch, very interesting, unusual producer. Walk the Line, it is about Johnny Cash, about country songs, and I also liked. And Rushmore also from Wes Anderson, who made this Grand Budapest Hotel. I like this movie also.
Cool. Wow, thank you for sharing. I've only seen a few of the ones on your list, but it looks like some really interesting ones. I've seen Dead Poet Society. I've seen Grease many times. I really like Grease, probably because when I was 10 years old, I was in my school's play. My school did a production of Grease, and I played Sandy.
Yes, you told about it.
Yeah, so that was always a favorite. The others I don't think I've seen.
And by the way, when I prepared just now, I saw, you can see on my screen, there is a quiz here. And it's interesting. If we click on this link, we can choose easy, challenging, ingenious, and start game. This one, the first question from my list of movie.
And do you write the questions yourself, or?
No. It is a game I just noticed. I didn't know. Only now I noticed. When I prepared this introduction during that class, I looked on the right side. Wow, quiz, Anatoly's list of movies. Wow, it made automatically. It is a free service. I recommend to use this service. It is very easy to create this list. if you have here a free account. And for editing new movie, I need just type only the first few books, and after that I don't remember where is it, for editing movie. It is very useful and easy to add movie to this list.
Cool.
Very useful service.
Wow, that is cool. I'll have to sign. I don't even think I have an IMDb account.
It is a free account without problem.
That is cool. I like it. Oh, and it's probably easy to sign up. I can just sign up with Facebook.
Yes, add a movie or TV show at the list. For example, we can see here Titans. Titans. Maybe this one. I wronged it. I typed it with my remember the Titans. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Here, and after I click done, it will appear here in my list.
Oh, cool. Cool. That's a nice way to organize movies. Yeah, when Thayer asked me, it's hard for me to even think of the movies that I like. Maybe I should make a list for next time. I can be more prepared. Cool. Really cool. Thank you for sharing that, Anatoly.
You're welcome.
Carlos, welcome.
Hi. Thank
How
you.
are you today?
Great. Thank you.
Good. We were just kind of chatting about movies. We'll get to the lesson soon.
I
But
love movies, so. I
Oh,
don't
good.
mind.
I'm really enjoying this conversation. So as long as nobody's upset, we can just kind of keep talking. So Carlos, what kind of movies do you like?
Almost any kind of movies, really. No, except the romantic movies, not so much. But the rest, I like. I like all the different types.
Cool, cool. What if you had to choose one favorite movie? What would it be?
The Shawshank Redemption. That the Tim Robbins that escapes from the prison.
Yeah, I've seen that movie and I've read the book. Or it's a short novel, a novella.
Yeah.
By
That would be
Stephen.
one
It's
of my
actually by Stephen King, the book.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows Stephen King, but he usually does.
Yes, I know him. Too.
Yeah, okay. Horror movies. So that was a different genre for him, and really, really good, I thought.
But teacher Stephanie, I have a question to you.
Yes.
What kind of books you like to read?
A variety, usually fiction. I like realistic fiction. I like historical fiction. I like horror. I've read not all of Stephen King's books, but at least half. Yeah, I'd say those are my favorites. Sometimes fantasy. Yeah, that's probably my favorite genre.
But
Not too much nonfiction.
Okay, but all writers or novelists, it is dead, or still live? You like to read for them?
Both.
Both. Okay.
And I probably like modern maybe more than. It depends what mood I'm in. I like the classics, but I think modern fiction is sometimes more surprising, and I like to be surprised when I'm reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you read the book It from Stephen King? The clown?
About which one is it?
It. It's about a clown that is a killer.
Oh, It. Yes. I read that my freshman year at college. Yeah, that was a really good one and really creepy.
Yeah, the movie is really creepy.
I don't remember if I've seen the movie. I can picture it. Like I can picture the clown from the movie very distinctly. But I don't remember if I've actually seen the movie or just seen it in reference or on the book cover. Yeah, I remember.
It's long. It's 3 hours long.
Oh, wow.
Almost 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long book, if I remember correctly. Like 700 or 800 pages, I think. Really long. Anyone else? Any favorite books?
So you didn't read any book, teacher, for instance, to Paulo Coelho? It is so famous and so known. Right, you know. Paulo Coelho, you don't know him?
Yeah, I know him. I actually have, back in Minnesota, I have a box of books that were given to me by a friend, and it's full of I don't know how to say his last name, DeLilliquo, or however it's spelled. Americana was one of them, but I've never read them yet. Are they good? Uh-oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Sounded like.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, he's an author that the books look good, but I started reading one. I think it was called White Noise or White something, and I got about 40 pages into it, and it never grabbed me, so I put it down and never picked it back up.
Okay. But he won, I remember he won a Nobel Prize, I think.
Probably, yeah. I do remember the backs of his books were full of praise for his writing, and I felt like I should read it, but no, I never did. Yeah. Anyone else? Any comments on books?
In English.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to share. I read 2 books in English. The first one, The Great Gatsby, but it wasn't by Fitzgerald. It wasn't original text. It was a text which adapted for learners. And the next biography, My Life, of Bill Clinton. I found it's interesting, especially the first part, because he described his youth when he was a children, as students, and he used a very simple language. It was very interesting reading and practice of reading in English for me.
Cool.
Yes, it is my experience. Okay,
Cool.
thank you.
Yeah, The Great Gatsby I read, and the author is actually from St. Paul, Minnesota. So the author is from where I'm from, and I have to say it's one of the few books I just hated. I read it all the way through, and it was just so boring to me. I couldn't get into the characters. The plot was rather slow and dull. One of the few books that I read all the way through that I just, afterwards I was like, what's this all about? Why is this book so popular? But maybe I should give it another chance. I was very young when I read it. Cool. How about you? Oh, yeah, there.
I think Aka has something to say.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, how about you?
Yeah.
How about you, Eka?
Talking about English books and English, I prefer to read a documentary or not novel, but some novels are really interesting actually. And especially my English ability is not so high, so reading novel in English is very difficult. But one book I read in English, it's called Jonathan the Seagull. It's a
Jonathan the Seagull.
70s, yeah, it's a 70s bestseller. And what is simple but kind of plot itself is very interesting. Seagull training how to fly or kind of, and he transcend the kind of maybe his flying stage is upper and upper, or a guru, a seagull guru appears. He is a guide of that seagull, and Jonathan, I mean, Jonathan the seagull, kind of a 70s and before the 80s, new age happened. Before the new age, maybe hippie era culture was over and people were maybe lost in 70s, early 70s, and maybe that mood fits to that novel and the plot actually kind of after the new age movement happened. Maybe people searching for after the hippie movement, people searching for the new spiritual rhythm or something. And actually last year the author published new version of Jonathan Seagull, and the original version story ended. Jonathan became a transcendent super seagull, and people, not people, other seagull worship him, began to worship him. But this new version described after that, maybe after he was kind of how can I say worshipped by other seagulls. What happened? Maybe it caused some negative effect.
Cool.
That's a new version of Jonathan Seagull published last year.
Cool. That sounds like a really interesting read. Wow. Sounds good. I'm filling up. I always take notes or doodle during class. I've got a whole page full of notes of things I should see and read. Really cool.
So what about teacher Stephanie? What about a real writer who wrote about life? You don't like any one of them? Like Dale Carnegie, I don't know if you know it. He's from United States.
Say it again.
Dale Carnegie. I don't sure if I say it. Okay. I type it.
Dale Carnegie. No, I've never read anything by him. What does he write about?
It is so known in United States. He is American and he is so famous. He has an institute called Dale Carnegie. He talk about everything related about life. Yeah.
Cool. And it's non-fiction, so it's true, like true things?
No.
Or?
Yeah, it's about true things.
Cool. I'll write that down too. I do enjoy some non-fiction or true things. David Sedaris I really like. He writes like humor, like humorous essays about his life, and it's quite funny. I've read most of his books. I do read, there was a series of nonfiction books that I was reading that was called, like, Do You Know, or it was basically, it would pick a topic and then it would just tell you everything about that topic. Like, oh yeah, don't know much about mythology was one, about Greek mythology. And it just told you all the facts behind the Greek myths. That was a good series. But it takes, I like nonfiction, but for reading, for entertainment, it has to be written really well. It has to be written in an entertaining way, which I suppose most published authors do quite well. How about you, Carlos? What do you like to read? What's your favorite type of book to read?
I don't like to read. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, that's fine. So you love movies and
yeah,
not...
I prefer to watch movies. Yes.
Okay, so you're probably a very visual person.
Yeah. The only thing that I read is biographies. It's a little boring, but that's the thing that I like.
Cool. Any good biographies you can recommend for us?
No, not very long. Only the Wikipedia. Only,
yeah.
They're not so great, but just to know more about some people.
Yeah, so just to learn, in order to learn. Oh, cool. Awesome. This has been a really good conversation.
So, Teacher Stephanie, do you think you feel in book more than you feel in movie because you catch it between your hand or something like that?
Yes, and maybe not necessarily because of the tactile touch aspect, but just words have always appealed to me. Like, I think in words. Like when I'm just thinking, I think in, like, I can see the words. So it's always just made sense to me. So something about my eyes seeing words is just enjoyable to me, or I feel it more. Whereas if I'm only watching something, I can get distracted very easily. So like I'll find if I'm watching a movie, my mind will wander, and 20 minutes later I'm asking what happened. So I don't know what it is, but my mind wanders when I only have a visual output. Sometimes, in fact, if there's a movie I really want to see or have to see, I'll turn the closed captioning on, and that actually helps me pay attention better and enjoy the movie more and stay awake better. So
you can't imagine yourself to stop reading someday, maybe?
I hope not. And even if I lose my eyesight,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean physical. I mean physical stopping, or no, just you feel you're done. Well, sometimes we feel when do something always on repeated, we feel done with it. For instance, I stopped to read any book before 2 years. I don't know why. I hate to read it because before I was like to read a lot of books. I can't sleep every day without I read. But now I don't know. I feel I done with this.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
this is my question. Do you feel sometimes you have to stop something, you do it, or you love it?
Never. No. The closest I've come to not reading was when I first moved here to the Czech Republic. I had started a book before I left, and I didn't finish it until December. And that's very rare for me to spend 4 months on one book. But I just was too distracted, I think, with all the changes. It was hard to focus. So it wasn't that I didn't want to. It's just when I tried to settle in and read, my mind would go other places. But no, I actually feel if I'm not reading a book, I feel I don't feel whole, if that makes sense. Like there's always, you can always ask me, what are you reading, and I'll have at least one book that I'm reading.
So how you choose your books? What's the criteria to choose your books?
If someone who knows me recommends a book to me, then I'll almost always read it. People who know me tend to recommend good books. Or I go on Goodreads. I guess it's kind of like IMDb for books. And I have a list on there of books that I want to read. Or I'll just browse at the bookstore. If I go to the bookstore, it's very hard to limit myself to one book. There's always things I want to read. So, yeah. Great question. Anyone else feel that way about has anyone else ever just wanted to stop reading or stop doing something else that you used to love?
Maybe, yeah. Sometimes it's rare actually, but sometimes I cannot stop reading. I cannot stop watching. Usually I need some rest during I need some break during reading or watching. I even didn't complete. I cannot complete one movie in the whole sequence. So especially the DVD began to be available or internet began to be available. Yeah, but some novels, like I told Jonathan the Seagull, and some other novels, some movie or Contact. I watched it maybe more than 10 times. Yes, it's rare, but it happened to me. Yeah.
Wow,
And stop reading and watching.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. With regards to movies and being able to stop them, that's usually how I watch movies. I'll watch a half an hour, then I'll go wash the dishes, then I'll come back and watch another half an hour, and then I'll go email someone, then I'll finish the movie. I like that about DVD.
You are teaching English in the Czech Republic?
Yes. I moved here in September. It had always been a dream of mine. I actually became a teacher in order to teach abroad, but I wound up teaching for 6 years in the United States before I managed to go abroad. So, finally living my dream.
That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, thanks. It's been exciting. Good. Well, this has been a really great discussion. Does anyone have anything else to say on any of these topics? Anatoly is showing us something cool.
Yes. You can see it is from Second Life. My avatar from Second Life. It is a virtual world. I practiced English there, studied in the school, and you can see one photo reports about one of my trip. I studied with one guy from the United States there. We traveled inside Second Life, and I made some pictures here. It is virtual world. We are walking here. You can see on my screen in that city. It is a sim. It is a place in the virtual world which has title the Mother Road. Mother Road. It is about the United States road with a very big road. You can see some items which we found there, and we visited a cafe. You can see on the right side my avatar. It is me.
Cool.
A virtual presentation of me, and on the left side my teacher for that time.
Cool.
And also he showed me how Americans use telephone for which dimes, what is dime, what is nickel, etc., cents, etc. It is a very cool tool for practice. And after that, I visited this place one, and I met a girl because I wrote it in the post. I remember her name, Bridget Margot from Brazil. You can see her picture also. And this is a real map from Google Map. I compared this place with randomly chosen picture from a real world, from Mother Road. I found it's very similar.
Cool. Wow, that's really cool. Can anyone play Second Life, or do you have to buy the game? Or I've heard of it, but never actually played.
Yeah, I tried, but Second Life, my computer is not spec one is not good, so it's too heavy, so I stopped using that. But it's yeah, it's interesting. Yet, and I attended English class there as well, a very long time ago. Yeah. But
Wow,
problem is maybe I don't know now because I changed the computer, but at that time it was too heavy in my computer.
Wow, that seems so cool. I'm gonna have to look at that. And the Mother Road, that looks really cool. I wonder what. Oh, I was wondering. I was gonna ask if it's Route 66. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to look into that. I like that. I do like video games. Not all video games, but I like the ones that are simulation games or role-playing games or puzzle games. Those are the kinds that I like. It's been a long time.
Role-playing for me.
Yeah, you like role-playing games, Carlos?
Yes.
What's your favorite one?
Well, World of Warcraft, which is not role-playing, but I like that one.
It's like, and that's fantasy, right? My brother plays that.
That's a morph. A very big word.
Wow. Super cool. Very cool. All right. I hate to cut this short. This has been a really fun lesson, really fun discussion. I hope nobody's upset that we didn't get to the sugar industry, but I'll save that for another lesson. I have to start a tongue twister lesson right now. Maybe I'll see some of you there, but if not, I will see you later on in another lesson.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.